Kitchen light hanging soft and gold, midnight quiet, house gone cold. Then you pull me close just right, dancing slow in the kitchen light. Bills stacked high upon the counter, coffee stains beside the sink, your work boots by the back door waiting, like they done all week. Radio humming old blue records, low enough to sound like smoke. You smiled tired and held me closer without saying much at all. Lord, we never had much money, ceiling leaked each time it stormed, but your hands around my waist at midnight made that old house feel warm. Outside freight trains roll through Memphis, windows shaking soft and slow. Still the safest place I ever knew was swaying there with you. Cheek resting near my shoulder, summer heat against our skin, bare feet sliding across the linoleum like we were young again. Somewhere down the hall the clock ticked, rain kept falling through the dark, but time moved slower in that kitchen, inside your tired loving arms. No fancy dress, no wedding band shine, just your heartbeat moving close to mine. Now every time I pass that kitchen, morning sunlight hits just right, and I still see us turning slowly beneath that little hanging light. Funny how love stays living long after songs and years move on, like two shadows softly dancing in a house gone quiet and old. Through the curtain slow, old fan turning in the room below, your fingers moving across the sheets tonight. till your hand found mine in the dark. Summer heat on the apartment windows, freight train rolling somewhere far. You were sleeping right beside me, one arm laying across my heart. Coffee cups still in the kitchen, radio whispering soft and low. Lord, some nights feel so ordinary, till years later you miss them most. We were never movie kind of lovers, no diamonds shining bright downtown, just grocery bags and tired shoulders, trying to stretch each paycheck out. But every time the world got heavy, every winter life got hard, you'd reach for me without even waking, till your hand found mine in the dark. Now the hallway light stays on later, your hair's silver, same as mine. Some nights pain keeps us both restless, listening to the clock unwind. Still your touch feels just like shelter after all these passing years. Funny how love grows quieter slowly, but somehow more sincere. No big words, no grand goodbye, just your heartbeat close to mine tonight. Outside Memphis keeps on moving, rain washing neon through the street. But inside this little room together, life still sounds soft and sweet. And somewhere before morning sunlight, before the birds and cities start, you reach across the empty darkness till your hand finds mine in the dark. Nobody writes songs about the quiet parts of love. But that's where most of it lives. Kept the coffee warm when winter settled in your bones, and the way I waited up past midnight till I heard your truck pull home. I loved you through grocery lists and laundry, through broken heaters and unpaid lights. Funny how forever rarely looks romantic till years go walking by. Used to fall asleep beside the radio, halfway through those late blues shows, one hand still wrapped around my fingers like your dreams already knew me close. Outside freight trains shook the windows, rain rolled soft along the street, and somehow that little apartment always felt warmer with your heartbeat. Never chased those bright downtown lights. Most evenings meant soup on the stove and your boots beside mine at night. But Lord, the way you'd pull me closer, half asleep beneath those thin white sheets, made ordinary life feel holy in small, forgotten ways. You still came home every night. Young folks think love's supposed to burn bright. Truth is, the good kind mostly glows low and steady. Someday these Memphis streets will forget us. Rain will wash our footprints clean. But somewhere inside old kitchen walls, our laughter probably still remains. And if heaven keeps the little moments most people leave behind, I hope it saves the quiet ways. I loved you all my life. clothes smelled like cigarettes in the cold December air. My white dress came from your sister, hem-stitched twice with borrowed thread, outside that little roadside chapel. Rain washed mud along the curb. Folks hurried home beneath umbrellas, but we stayed standing there a while. Your hand shook holding mine a little when the church bells finally rang. Not from fear of loving me, darling, just fear of failing at this life. We didn't know much past a mattress, 2 coffee cups and kitchen chairs. Still somehow the whole world felt richer with your heart beating in mine. Gathered silver on the chapel steps while evening settled through the pines. You laughed and pulled me close beside you, trying to keep me warm and dry. Lord, the way your forehead touched mine could have quieted every storm. Funny how certain moments last forever, though they pass in just seconds. Somewhere beyond those Mississippi highways, hard years waited sure enough. Factory layoff, sickness, unpaid rent, all the ordinary troubles of love. But that night beneath the thunder, none of sorrow mattered yet. We were just two tired young believers, standing hopeful in the rain. Ain't love that makes poor people brave, it's hope. Slowly, your hair gone silver, same as mine. Still every time cold rain starts falling, I see that chapel in my mind. And somewhere beneath old southern thunder, those church bells probably still ring for 2 young souls with empty pockets who thought love could carry everything. Said your name in Sunday prayer long before the gray touched your hair. Back when we rented that narrow apartment above the grocery on Lamar. You worked 12-hour shifts near the river, came home smelling like rain and steel. Still every night before sleeping, you kissed my forehead, soft and real. It disappeared quicker than paychecks when I cracked the kitchen walls. Some nights supper meant weak coffee and whatever mercy God allowed. But Lord, the way you held my hand, crossing ice in Memphis streets, made hard years feel survivable just because you walked beside me. Prayed your name through fevers, through factory layoffs and unpaid rent. Through the year your mother passed away and you barely spoke for months. Still every Sunday morning sunlight found us sitting side by side, your rough hands folded near the hymn book, my shoulder resting against your arm. Now your steps move slower through the hallway, mine ain't steady much these days too. The mirror tells the truth each winter about what time quietly do. But when church bells drift through Memphis evenings and the city settles into dark, your name still rises in my prayer before every other word. Young love talks about forever. Old love learns how to survive it. Two tired souls from Tennessee, trying their best through every year, with your name still living softly inside my oldest prayer.